You talk too much. Shut up and listen. You're on a date. You have instant chemistry. He's smoking hot. The date is going fantastic. You tell him things you haven't told anyone in years. You're confiding in him your deepest, darkest thoughts because you have such a strong connection. You call him up the next day only to hear, Jessica, I like you, but only as a friend, or please don't call me again, or you never hear from him again. So what happened? What went so terribly wrong? This was the best date you've been on in years. There's a very simple answer for this if you are the girl who loves to talk. You talk too much. You are one of those people who thinks that everything you say is important. You think that the person you are with thinks that you are just as fabulous as you think you are. Or you are talking to fill the gap, the constant gap in which you need to provide every single detail of your mundane life. This is a classic mistake. Just because your date is nodding his head in agreement with you and looks like he's listening to you intently, he may be planning the poison he'd like to be feeding you after you might have sex with him. Here's what you need to do. Talk less, listen more. Remember, there is no topic that interests anyone as much as themselves. People are flattered and love to talk about themselves. So when you listen to someone else speak, you're making them feel good about themselves. Don't fill in the dead air. Many people like to pause and think about what they would like to say, or just take in their surroundings and process for a minute. When that person needs a 10-second break and there is none, it's exhausting. Take turns. Remember that the art of having a good conversation is like a good ping pong game. Slow down. There is no rush, and people are more apt to listen to the person if the person's not spewing information at them a mile a minute. Take a deep breath and think before you speak. Stop interrupting people. It's rude and disrespectful, and you're saying that what you have to say is more important than what they have to say. Ask yourself why you feel the need to talk too much. Are you lonely? Do you have too much caffeine? So busy that you feel the need to speak this way? If you are talking too much, you're exhausting, draining, and overwhelming your date. And they are more likely looking for an exit strategy than enjoying you. You can reset your speaking habits if you check in with yourself, slow down, and work at it. Thanks for visiting Two for Drinks.